So, welcome back people to my latest YouTube vlog. Today is Monday the 3rd of June and I've not done one for a month or two. For those people who live outside the UK, we've had a very late spring and our temperatures haven't been particularly high. We've had the odd day here and there, like yesterday was in the high 20s. There's no sun today, but it's warm. Tomorrow is supposed to be rainy where I am. We've had a very wet year, I would say, in inverted commas. Those in the UK know that. So, so what's happening in my garden? Well, yesterday, we got the bar out. Normally out earlier than this, but because of the weather, so the tiki bar, as I call it, is out. So it's a normal things. No drinks right now. So yeah, so drink-free zone currently. So I'll put some of this stuff will be covered up tonight because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So as far as the plants are concerned, here we have my Cordlines, which have been here for over a year now. I've replanted some lilies to give a bit of colour. I didn't think they'll take, but they'll take them. So I don't know which ones they are though, I can't remember. So I've got some lilies in there, and I've got some taller lilies in there. Just to give a bit of colour really, because otherwise it's just all green. So what's new in here? I have a Sikkimensis, I think it's a Bengal tiger or a red one. That's new in a very big tub, and also I've got a pole. This is putting some signs on actually. This tub is actually on wheels because it's easier to move. It's like really heavy otherwise. But yeah, it's doing well there. I've got a pink china in the same box or bin. I did a lot of cuttings of pink china. I've got loads of them. The reason I put it in there is that I can feed it at the same time, water at the same time, because they're both great feeders and they like their drink. So if I just go on the right hand side there, I've done the best I can to hide next door neighbour's fence. That's all my Canna lilies. Now these all survived like the winter, because what I did, if you haven't seen my videos, is that I wrapped up the pots, they're rattan style pots, in bubble wrap the top, and I put them under my canopy here, and they seem to survive. And for the first time I split them. Some of the ones I split didn't take, so I'm just obviously I don't think I've got enough root, but anyway, so they've been split. So I just got my Canna lilies there. It's the south facing, so it gets a lot of the warm sun. No one's flowered yet. It's the normal suspects, Cleopatra. Yeah, so it's like the Cleopatras, the Durbans at the end there. Obviously Tropicana stand out, don't they? So they all seem to be budding now. The one that is a little budding over there is a hybrid. And I've got cuttings in here, in there, at the back there, another one. I can't remember what they found. I think they're pinks. And I've got one over here. So canariensis date palm, or canary date palm. If you looked at the videos, I had several. I'm now down to one. There was one which I weren't too sure what was going on, and I looked at my videos, and for a year it hadn't grown, so that's gone. The other one that took a bit of a battering this winter, did several spear pulls, that's gone. So I'm just left with this one here, and all this is new growth. I repotted it in a bigger pot. It's on wheels because it's blinking heavy. So that's my canary date palm. One left out of several. If it goes, it goes. They're obviously a nice summer plant. So we go to the middle. You can see my Persicaria there. An old Red Dragon. This is from last year. It's growing away, as you can see. I have trimmed it back a bit. Crocosmias at the front. Now last year they never popped out. They popped out this year. Went from flower. It's to give this whole area some colour. And I've got a Salvia Various at the back that's grown from last year. This is African Queen. This is African Queen lily. It's quite tall. It's over 1 metre tall. There's a couple there from last year. obviously my oops, sorry, the phone went then. My Cordline here has been, everything over here has been in the ground for a year. Cosmos at the front, and this is Persicaria Purple Fantasy, giving it several haircuts. As you can see, it has some little pink flowers on it. There's a Tropicana, so it's been eating it, but I have put slug pellets down, but still managed to get a few been chewing away there. This is all Crocosmias over here and here, which should be red from last year, and last year all the pollinators loved it, so many bees, so hopefully it'll come out again and get some decent warm weather, the bees will come out. Another Cordline. This is obviously some fern. That one there I believe is Jurassic Gold, that fern. On this side here, Sikkimensis there, another Salvia there, another African Queen Lily here. I said they're quite tall. And pink China. This is the original one where I took cuttings from. As you can see, there's some little ones coming through again. So now onto the banana. So I obviously survived the winter. I wrapped it up. There's a pups. Now the pups didn't really survive on this one. These are new pups. The original ones I did wrap up, but they never survived. I think they're too small. But there are pups coming through, as you can see. This is the other banana, and these pups did survive. Obviously the leaves have got a bit of battering. There's a third leaf coming out of that one. But these pups did survive. There's more pups coming underneath. And there, again another fern there. This is the famous B&M Trekkie. It's been in the ground for a year. So all these Trekkies have been in the ground for about, I think, a year. So I believe they say year 1 it sleeps, year 2 it creeps. So let's see about year 2, shall we? But it always pokes out new fronds anyway. So I just do my hand against the frond here. It's all new there. Again, some salvias, give it all some colour. Crocosmias here. I think these are going to be yellow. Again, these never came out last year, i.e. they never popped up, so let's see what they do. Pink China just there, some smaller ones. There, another cut-in. So that's what's happening in the middle aisle. Everything's green. If I go stand back a bit, everything is a bit green. So all these other plants have been there for a bit of colour. Obviously I've got another Tropicana there. Hope it all grow tall. That wooden stake is for some signs which I got. So if I just turn to my left, this is north facing now. The sun is out, but this is north facing. So it's a Japonica spider's web there. Had it in that pot for a year. Doing fine. Hosta, I've had for a year. No idea which one it is. It was given to me. Again, it's been chewing at it, but I put slug pellets around it and in the baskets, in the pot itself. Rhododendron I had for many a year. The thing with rhododendrons is that it flowers for about 2 weeks and that's the end of that, but it's never green and it's been in that pot for years. So this is north facing, it likes it this side. Mother Japonica spider's web there. So I put everything on this north facing, so it's in the shade. The grasses always looks good on this side. Another Cordline. Another bit of fern at the bottom. So as we go to the back here, there's a Salvia Amistad there from last year. A couple of Japonicas there, the standard ones. Little Trekkie here, again been in the ground for a year, and you can see new fronds. You can see new fronds popping up. Some more Purple Fantasy here in this area. I actually cut it back last week, it probably needs another trim again. This is the Red Dragon here. So this, I cut all this back, it's sort of grown again. Persicarias will take over everything. So there's another banana. If I stand back a bit, sorry it's in the sun. It's got 3 leaves poking. There's one should be poking up through. All the pups survived. I wrapped them all up. They're all survived. There's another pup coming through. At the back is Crocosmias. They should be all red. And in that pot there should be another one. That's a Rostrata, Yucca Rostrata. down there in the back there. So a Waggy, or Wagnerianus, here we go, a Waggy, doing fine there. Another Cordline at the back. Sikkimensis at the back there, waiting for that to pop through. So I'll go back to about the flowers in a minute, but these long ones here, they're the Crocosmias that are red. They should be red. This Trachy here has been in there for a year. This one's very interesting actually, because it's got a lot of, I reckon it's winter damage there, and you can see the top here's got winter damage, and some of the fronts has got winter damage. But that's a new one there. You see my hand against that. That's a new one, but that's, I believe, is winter damage, and we had a very mild winter. So Cosmos at the front, these are going to be yellow, I believe, if I remember. Some ferns at the front there. Now, here is some Alstroemeria, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm terrible with pronunciations, I'm so sorry. That was planted there last year. A bit slow compared to the other ones, and this is the other ones in a pot. They're yellow, summer breeze I believe they're called, and ones over here I've got a problem with bindweed. I haven't been out here for a couple of days, and so I need to pull that out, but some more Alstroemerias there. Some more, you can see there are more pink chinas. That area has been taken over there by a purple fancy, but I'll cut that back. And there's the other banana, it's pulling out its third leaf, and the pups are there around it. All survived the winter. Again, we did have a mild winter compared to 2023. And Jurassic Gold is the fern that's here, down there. This has done really well. This has gone really well. This one here, this did suffer from the winter 22-23, but you can see it's shooting out fronds nicely. These are Musa Basjoo, which I've got. I put one there, and I put one there, and I've got another one just there. But I'll cut back this lot here. I'll cut it back once. I'll cut it back again to give a bit more room, or get more sunlight on it. There's a Musa Basjoo there, because that should be quite tall. These are obviously pink chinas. Now these are very small. Now these were I nurtured these, or my cuttings, in germ jars in water, rooted. That's why they're probably small. But I've got loads of them, so I just left them there. They can do their own thing. Musa Basjoo there, I think I mentioned that. Another little baby, a smaller Trachy, Fortunei here. It's a twin head. That's another Sikkimensis there, if I pronounce it there. Another smaller Trachy there, twin head, with growth coming through. They're all doing well behind here. You can see the Persicaria is poking through there. My Cordline is flowered. Now, on Facebook groups, people say the smell, they don't like the smell, smells horrible, and stuff like that. It smells alright to me. It's whether or not the smell gets bad when the flowers die off. They should be good for some pollinators, but as you're going back to the weather, we've not had consistent sun on the heat, so maybe that's keeping the bees away or other pollinators away. There's another Fortunei here with new growth. You can see the size of these new leaves. The fronds are coming through. More pink chinas at the bottom there. I've got always a weed. Twin-head Cordline over there. Crocosmias over here again. I moved them to the back of the garden, so they're red, because all this will be green otherwise. Now I'm going to move forward here. The Persicaria, these ones here, look at the size of these leaves. See the size of those over here. Look at the size of that one there. They love it in this corner. It's really shaded. It's really got very large leaves. There's a standard Japonica down there, but this Persicaria, if you look at the size of those leaves, are really big. So this is a shaded area, hence I put the Japonicas there. That Cordline is actually growing in a bottomless pot. I took the pot's bottom off because I couldn't dig down to the ground any further than it wasn't deep enough, because there's a lot of hardcore, builder's hardcore there, and when I had my conifers, all the big roots are there, so I found it a bit difficult. So that's okay, it's taken, but as Persicaria's size, those leaves are really big, and obviously they do far better in this shaded area than they did in other parts of the garden where you get a bit more sun. So that's what I learned. That's what I learned with that. So yeah, another Cordline. This was twin head, but I took the other bit off. I don't want twin heads on this side, on the corner plots. Another pink china there. I said I had lots of cuttings of pink chinas, so I spread them around a bit. So if I just walk back a bit here, you see it's all green really. Obviously Persicaria's red. That's why I've got Crocosmias along there, and to just get a bit of colour, reds and to be reds and yellows. I haven't got the water fountain out yet, which normally goes there. But these Cordlines here, particularly that one there was a twin head. I took the other bit off because I didn't want twin heads or multi heads on these corner bits where I cut out the corners. Just want them one single head. I believe that may split now the flowered. I believe I read somewhere that it may split off, get another trunk. And I'll see what happens to that. But yeah, so that's the back here. So the bananas I'm pretty pleased with because they survived the winter. So that's coming out with another third leaf. That's got a third leaf. The pups are doing well, and it's not been really hot, which is what they really like. So so yeah, so the back there is all the the Canna lilies. Again, all this will be green, hence I put some other things in here for some colour. So if you look at the size of the leaves here, there is Persicaria. They're much smaller than the ones at the back fence because this has more sun on it, so obviously it doesn't like the sun too much. But I've given them a trim once a week, particularly the purple fantasy. That really takes off. Yeah, so that's north facing bit. As you can see, it's in the shade. The grass is always nice and green there compared to everywhere else, but everything is doing well over there. And you see everything's in the sun over the side, it's south facing. Obviously I've got some, apart from the Canna lilies, to get some colours to do every year. This has a bit of colour. I suppose everything's just green. Hopefully kind of colours, that would be, that's an orange one I believe. That should be a red one. This one over here, I don't know which one this is. That's supposed to be yellow, so if you have some colour here, you have the yellow and red and orange. Oh, that's come off his little, just noticed that's come off his little stand. So yes, so that's my little update from the back here. And obviously once things start getting some colour, I said I can see that hybrid, which is orange, it's coming out. Once I get some colour coming along here and in the middle there at the back, I'll update you. Packed up the bar because it's going to rain tomorrow, it says, so it's packed up there. Yeah, so that's that. So thank you for watching. Any comments, please leave, and I'll catch you again. So if I stand here, my Chamaerops, you can see where the winter damage, that was 2023 winter damage there. In fact they all suffer, but they've got growth in the middle. And my lilies are in pots, all coming up. There's a Tropicana in the middle. Track is fine. new growth. That's been there again for a year, so it's had a year, 1 year sleep. So let's see, 2 years is creep. More lilies in the pots here, and again now I can see a dead leaf, I can see a dead frond there, so I'll cut that off. But you can see the damage, the winter damage from 2023 that was from. Not so much this year, because this year, as we all know, in the UK was pretty mild. But I've just seen a dead frond there, which I'll cut off. What I've got to watch out for here is the weeds. So, but yeah, so there's some. I think again Adressic gold. These ferns. And you can see the fronds coming up in the middle there. Got a couple coming up there, but look at the size of my hand. Doing well here, gets a lot of sun here in the morning. So that's Tropicana, one of my cuttings. So that's the front really. So we've got 4 shamrocks and 1 Fortunei, and some lilies to give it again a bit of colour. So that's happening, what's happening at the front.